damn, it's hot as a motherfucker in here. Oh shit. See, down to help. Welcome to the Monastic Mentorship Room. I am your host, Emperor Dion, the Chief Monastic from Adeptus Monasticus, and the whole purpose of my streaming is to allow anyone who comes here and happens upon the stream to come here, discuss your problems, and I'll walk through you with solutions and what I think you should probably do. So, that is a very basic premise, because most of the reason why I hang around here on these YouTube spaces now is mostly just to try to see if I can help anyone else, as I have helped my few friends that I've made here. You know, we came together and made this group called Adeptus Monasticus, which is it's the channel logo. You know, that logo you see, that's what that is. So, you know, most of the reason why I ever uploaded was to try and see if I could help people in that way, and to also help myself a little bit. And, you know, like that's still primarily going to be my goal going forward, should I continue in these spaces. So, lay it on me. Should anybody show up, I'm going to repeat the purpose of the stream. You know, if I see people watching, if I see people show up, especially if I see comments. Now, what I won't tolerate, I will not tolerate, you know, these unhinged motherfuckers who keep coming in here talking about subject matter that has nothing to do with the point of the stream. Okay, I get sick of that. This Vinny Vissy dude, you know, comes in here, wants to talk about snow nationalism. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, get the fuck on with that shit. Like, you're not gonna change my mind on anything, you know, so why even bother? And that other guy, White Love My Playlist, that guy shows up. You know, again, that's not what I'm here for. Okay, you can take your pookie ass somewhere else. I ain't with it. Fuck, dude. I really hate to look and see these unhinged motherfuckers showing up when I know my purpose for, you know, engaging with the community is largely to do with me wanting to just help people in the same way that I've been helped. Okay? And yeah, that's basically all that is. You know, I am an emperor. As an emperor, I have a responsibility to those who follow me, to guide you the right way, to mentor you, and to help you achieve. I largely believe that's what makes a true emperor. And I take that title seriously. I really do. Even if you don't take it seriously, I do. It's for my benefit, not yours. Well, doesn't seem you got too many fans. Doesn't seem you got too many fans, man. I mean, you got all of 0 people watching. You've been streaming for close to 5 minutes now. Yeah, well, I guess I don't really have the mass appeal that, let's say, the Rejected Prince would have. I don't have the same kind of appeal that Lonely Guy would have. That guy especially, oh my god, I've got a morbid curiosity for that guy, because it's like he's been doing this for how long? I mean, he's one of those guys that's been around long enough to where he could get archived by that channel, You Wouldn't Like Me When I Get Gutta. Okay, you know that channel that archives all these black cells? You know, like, he's been around long enough for that to happen to him. And I don't know, just listening to him talk, he's like, oh man, I can't get Asian girls. I want to grow with a fat ass. And it's like, the way he talks and like the things he talks about too is like, bro, like, why do you keep doing this to yourself? And he likes the cold approach on top of that. So it's like even more so. Why do you do this to yourself, man? The fuck? God, just I mean, a lot of these guys don't want to listen to nobody either. A lot of it, they've been doing the same thing for so long that they get stuck in their ways. You can't ever get stuck in your ways, in my opinion. Like, you gotta be the kind of person who is able to learn and adapt. And many of these guys aren't that kind of person. So it's like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they just don't listen. And that's largely why it's like, why do I bother coming on here? Like, there's got to be at least some people out there who's willing to listen and willing to accept that maybe you got to do something different. Maybe stop cold approaching. First of all, like, cold approach. Why would you cold approach? Why the fuck would you cold approach? The bitch don't want you to begin with. So you walking up to her is only going to put fuel on that fire of her not wanting you. Like, these guys just don't get it. They don't see any other way. It's like, oh, bro, like, I have to cold approach. I don't know any other way. Like, dating apps don't work for me. Sure, but does that mean you got to go and do something that's basically suicidal? No. That's suicidal. You don't commit suicide. That's what cold approach is. You're committing suicide. If you ever find yourself in a position where you think it's already over, and it's not your only option either. That's not your only option either, because, like, I would tell you, I'm just as low down and lacking in options as most of you guys are, probably even more so than a lot of you guys are. Because I'm starting to become a little bit of an old cell. Like, I have a weird hairstyle. I'm very nonconformist. So, I mean, I have even more of an uphill battle than many of you guys do, but literally all I do is I work, I stay diligent, I save money, I invest. And, I never really quite got into the meat and potatoes of how I invest, but there's a certain way of going about that. Hold on. One flock. I mean, even down to how I invest, though, there's like a certain way to invest to where, okay, you're less dependent on a job. Many of you guys are stuck working dead-end jobs, so it's like, okay, logically, the first thing to solve would be that, right? To where you don't have to work dead-end jobs. Trucking itself, even trucking, driving trucks, I think that's even a dead-end job. The only reason I'm still here at this point is because, hey, I want to make extra money, before I carry out my plans. But that's going to come to an end soon, because I've invested in such a way to where, okay, like, I've got income coming in from stocks, from dividends, from annuities and shit, from real estate investing. There's plenty of platforms you can go on. Just do a little bit of research, and you'll find what I'm talking about in that regard. You got some little dead-end wage slave job. Okay, most of you guys live with your parents, so just all you gotta do, especially if you don't pay rent, is save every dime you make, put it all in a savings account, and then, like, find these platforms where you can invest to make passive income. There's plenty of such things. There's stuff like Fundrise. There's M1 Finance. There's so many things, actually. There's what's that damn thing called? You can invest in fine art. There's so many investment opportunities, especially if you're an American. Okay, you got no excuse if you're an American, even if you work in a dead-end wage slave job. You want to diversify as much of your income away from a job, because that's the first problem with you guys. You're working dead-end jobs. I'm working a dead-end job, okay? But you got to take advantage of that time to move your income away from a job that you got to work over to, okay, I don't need to work to make a certain level of money. Like, as long as the economy stays propped up, and I think the Federal Reserve will keep the economy propped up, they're not going to let it completely go to shit. It'll always be there. I think America always will, in some capacity, be a economically powerful country. I mean, unless the whole world collapses, okay, then you got other issues to worry about if that happens. So it's like, bro, there are things that can be done. There are routes that you can take. So talk to me, guys. Talk to me. What is wrong in your life to where you feel like you're stuck? Because trust me, you don't get as stuck as I was about 6 to 7 years ago. Like I think I told you guys like enough times about loosely my history, and I mean shit was bad. Shit was real bad. I was definitely an incel back then. Like 6 to 7 years ago, and I was in this online relationship with this bitch who was basically using me, and so she had me in a situation where I thought I was gonna be able to just wait on her to come to me and she was gonna take care of me or whatever. Like she convinced me of that. I didn't want to get a job. I didn't want to work. I still don't want to do either of those things. I hate work. As much as I work, you would think I like work, but I hate work. I'm a lazy motherfucker when it really comes down to it. But see, I'm lazy in a unique way. I'm lazy in the way that I'm going to look for ways to not work. I'm lazy in the way that, okay, I will work really hard to ensure that I don't have to work so hard in the future. That's the type of lazy I am. I'm willing to work hard if it means I can be lazy down the road. That's how that is. So, I mean, come on, guys, talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on in your life. This is the Monastic Mentorship Office. This is Adeptus Monasticus' effort to reach out and give a community outreach to you guys and help you in a more direct way. This is why I'm live streaming. This is why I'm talking to you in real time. Because you guys don't really get to interact with me that much. I put my Discord link up there for you to come talk to me if you want to. Not very many of you actually came, but that's okay. I'll live stream. I'm right here in your face. Come talk to me. Talk to me directly. I understand that maybe I don't have the same presence as, the Rejected Prince or the Lonely Guy or even Oreo Man. My voice kind of kills it with a lot of people. A lot of you guys complain about my voice. Well, fuck you. How about you pay attention to what I'm actually saying, motherfucker? That's what a lot of the world's problem is right now. Is that you want to pay attention to the superficial and how things make you feel, rather than actually paying attention to what the actual content of what's being said. That's what's so wrong with the world right now, especially America. Especially America. So, just talk to me. Hold on. I gotta reply to my girlfriend. Hold on. Still no replies? Yeah, I had to reply to my girlfriend there. Like, I talk to her pretty frequently, so, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I can't live stream, especially now. I do this out of the kindness of my heart because I feel like that's the main reason why I'm here, like I said earlier. That's the main reason I participated in the Black Pill community. I mean, it's because, yeah, like, I was an incel. Yeah, I definitely was an incel. I think I still am an incel too. If you take away my ability to travel and go overseas, I think I would definitely, like, there's no solution for me otherwise. Like, that's the kind of fucked up I am. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been doing a lot of driving. I had a lot of driving last night too. I'm in fucking Pennsylvania right now, okay? I had to go through those Appalachian Mountains to, crossing from the west. I'm over near Philadelphia now. It's just west of Philadelphia. So I had to go through those fucking mountains last night, and that was fucking rough, dude. Like, this job, being a truck driver, it eats you up. It tears you the fuck up, okay? You're literally trading your life for money with this job. It's that rough on you. Like, you can't, it's hard to get good food out here, It's fucking, oh my god, man. Vinny Vinny Vissy, what do you want? Bro, talk to me. What do you want, man? What do you want? I don't know why you keep showing up on my channel. I don't know what you want from me. I don't agree with your stupid snow nationalist bullshit. I mean, you keep trying to come over here and prove something to me. Like, what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove that JBW isn't legitimate? Because you're never gonna convince me on that. I can see in so many instances in my life to where, okay, if I had just been white, that would have been a huge, huge benefit to me. That would have been such a, like, bro, a lot of the bullshit that I've experienced in my life, and if you're black, you can also, relate to me on this, is that, and I mean, especially a non-conforming black, so one who's not down for the community, because I've never been. If you're that kind of black person, you can see so many instances in your life where just being white literally would have been the difference between success and failure. That's what it comes down to. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to prove, any Viddy Vissy, but I really don't appreciate you coming around here like with that dumb shit. I don't know. Like, you're not gonna win. Like, just go away. But I mean, I complain about the problems of being black a lot. Too. Like, that's a lot of my videos actually. Because like with me, it really is the case that, okay, whatever the fuck that African Americans have decided for their culture, whatever the fuck that is, I ain't down for it. And I never really was, and I don't think I ever will be. And that should be okay, but it's not okay. And I get shown right the fuck away. Okay, that's not okay, buddy. You're not conforming, you're not a thug, you're not a fucking cheek down for the set kind of nigga. Okay, that's not okay. And we're gonna make your life a living hell. It's how that's always been for me. Even early on, like when I was a little kid, I was into most of the things that other people were into at that age. I was into Beyblades, I was into Pokemon, I was into Transformers and all that little shit. But I noticed at a certain point that everyone else kind of split off from being into things that kids should be into, okay, getting girls, being trying to be cool, whatever the fuck that means. I never understood what being cool was about. Like, oh, like I'm looking at things objectively, like the things you're doing, okay, like people are admiring you because of that, but what's the long-term result of the things you're doing? Because many of these guys who were cool in high school, they're not doing shit now. I've seen a couple of the people I went to high school with. They were planning it up and living it up and being cool in high school. What the fuck are they doing now? Working at McDonald's, working the same kind of dead-end job I'm working, except they're not actually building up a nest egg to, get out of the situation. They might have kids. They might have a girlfriend that cheats on them. And that's just talking about the men that I went to high school with. What about the women? A lot of them are probably out here fucking putting them ass to be escorts now. It's either that or just because of the fact that women have it so easy these days that, okay, maybe they did shape up and they are doing something. But even women that are doing something, I don't think it's good for society, because I don't think that the human condition is conducive to women working in that way. I think the men should be the ones who go and get jobs, and women should stay home for the most part. Not all women. I think some women should have some employment, but for the most part, women do need to stay home. Like, that's just how that is. Like, you can't sit here and pretend like everybody's the same, that everybody is the same. Because you can see, even with me, I'm not even the same as other black men. And I never was. So how can we sit here and pretend like women are the same as men and should therefore do the same things as men? That's what's wrong with the world right now. Another thing that's wrong with the world, everybody's stuck on the superficial, and everybody wants to pretend like everybody's the same. Women are not the same as men, definitely not. I'm not the same as other black men, or at least not other African Americans, because I was never down for the culture. I never fit in. I never will fit in. And that should be okay, but it's not okay. And it's to the point where guys like me have to get the fuck out of America. And boyos, I'm telling you, like it's a wrap. It's already a wrap. Like my mind is at peace. I've already accepted the fact that it's just never going to work out for me. As long as I try to dip into this system, dip into America, try to get acceptance from here in my home is always going to be hostile territory. Can you imagine? Like, bro, I don't really, I don't really see why. Like, I don't blame people for maybe losing their mind a bit. When your home is hostile territory. That's what it becomes when you've been an incel for so long, and when you've been an outsider for so long too. You know. But that's fine. That's fine because in the end, I turned out well regardless. And like I told you guys in September. In September, I should be taking my first trip. Now, something that I don't see people who talk about Geomax enough is that you guys know nowadays, the whole COVID shit happened. And it's like, bro, it's like, where the fuck are you gonna go now? Because I looked into this. There's only 50 countries that you can go to unvaccinated these days, meaning that you gotta take the jabby jabby stabby stabby. Okay, and whatever your views are on that shit, whether it's necessary or not, or whether it's gonna kill you or not down the road, it kind of doesn't matter because, like, if this is your only solution, well, you've kind of been put into this awkward situation where, regardless of your views on it, you gotta take it. You gotta take it if you want to go anywhere, and especially the kind of places that I want to go. Okay, I know a lot of people are talking about going down to Latin America. You don't need the jabby jabby to go to a lot of those places, but to go to all the places I want to go to, you do. You do. I'm going to be going to Indonesia in September. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be departing from my plane on the 1st. And, well, you gotta be jabbed up to go there, dude. So I actually ended up having to go take the jab. I said a lot of times that I wasn't going to take the shit, but it's like, what other choice do I have? Your choice is either you stay here and rot, or you take it, and then if it kills you, it kills you. But in the process, you would have taken a risk to, and you would have definitely got some high quality puss. And I ain't just going over there to fuck a prostitute. Okay? Like, I don't like this shit where people, they like go overseas to fuck prostitutes. It's like, why? Why would you do that? They go overseas to fuck prostitute. I'm not going overseas to fuck a prostitute. I'm going overseas to fuck my girlfriend. Okay? This is a woman that I've been talking to for a while now. We decided that we were going to build a life together, and we're going to try to work towards that. And that's all I've wanted in life, That's all I wanted. I wanted a female, and I wanted to build something with a female. Because I ain't gay. I ain't fucking gay. Like, I don't want to build nothing with a man. Like, you can't. I don't think you can build anything with a man, even if you were gay, because I know how that community is. They don't stick together. They don't do the type of things that a man and a woman will do. They don't. So even if I was, but again, like, I ain't gay. I want to spend my life with a woman. I don't want to spend my life with no dudes. By extension, I don't want to spend my life in a community full of dudes. Like, say of it what you will. If you're on some MGTOW shit about, oh, you don't need women, well, fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you need. I give a fuck what I need. What I need, like, sure, I think male friends are very, very valuable. Male friends are very valuable, but the thing is that your ability to make male friends even, along with your ability to secure a sexual partner, has gone down. That's the reality that people aren't talking about here. This is one of the things that the gold pill makes you realize is that it's not just sexual relationships, it's everything. It's everything. Like, you can't get a sexual relationship, okay. You also can't secure gainful, stable employment a lot of the time, okay. You also can't secure friends, male friends specifically. Because a lot of these motherfuckers are so starved, like, they're gonna, maybe sometimes they'll pretend like, oh, I'm a MGTOW monk buddy, oh, I don't need women and this and that. Yeah, they'll say all that shit, but when it really comes down to it, and when they really have their feet held to the fire, you're gonna find out right the fuck away, even these MGTOW types, what they're all about. Because the moment they get a woman, like, within their sights, they're gonna abandon you, dude. Like, one of my good friends right now, that's kind of what's happening with him. He got a girlfriend, he got an old lady nowadays, and they're fucking like every fucking week. He got what he want. He was in the incel community with me, and he finally got a girlfriend. And so in his case, his girlfriend is one that's like right down the road from him. So, like he got himself a girlfriend. Never since then, he's been scarce, dude. He's been scarce. Like, he used to talk to me like every fucking day. He used to call me up, talk to me every day. We had good conversations, but the moment he got a girlfriend, it's like, this is what it was all about from the beginning. Like, you can't secure a woman. Okay, the moment you secure a woman, you're gonna drop off the map, a lot of these guys. Now, I'm not like that. I got a girlfriend nowadays, and I can tell you, even if I go over there and I'm fucking her and shit, like, I'm not gonna forget who my friends are. That's the kind of person I am. I'm so fucking loyal to the point where not even a woman is gonna make me forget who my friends are. So that's another reason why I kind of hang around, and I kind of, because I want to help people, but at the same time, I also don't want to be a fake piece of shit. So where it's like, okay, I got a girlfriend now, ha ha ha, like, you're a bunch of losers, you're incels, oh, like, yeah, you can't be a fucking Tyrone like me, I got a girlfriend now, ha ha ha. I'm not that kind of person. Regardless of what happens with me. Now, what is true though, is that as the relationship becomes more serious with the girl, you kind of start to have to cut back on things that you would have did as a single dude. That's inevitable. I think it, especially with certain kind of girls, because girls, like, you have to realize that you're solving your needs by getting with a girl, but a girl's also solving her needs too, and she's got needs that she's gonna want out of you. So it's like, you're gonna kind of have to accept certain things. You're dealing with another individual, so they're gonna have demands too. Your demand is that you want steady access to pussy, to sex. Okay, well, her demand is she's gonna want you to commit to her. She's gonna want you to maintain a stable income for her to raise a family with you. Her demand is she's gonna want marriage. You gotta show her that, hey, you're not gonna just run off. A woman is giving a big commitment to be with you. They gotta warp their body. They gotta risk pregnancy. Pregnancy's nowhere near as risky as it used to be, because they used to die in childbirth. But nowadays, even though they don't die in childbirth, it's still, they gotta warp and ruin their body to pump out these children for you. Okay, they're gonna want something in exchange for that. They're gonna want marriage. They're gonna want a certain level of commitment out of you. You're not gonna just fuck them and just get the fuck on. Even with women that, okay, you pump and dump. Like, a lot of these women are still holding on to the hope that you're gonna give them something in return for it, even though they're dead wrong a lot of the time. But gosh, what even am I talking about? Let me check the comments. Yeah, nobody's really saying anything, but, like, talk to me, guys. Talk to me. I'm on here for you guys. I'm not on here just to ramble, okay? I can ramble all day long to myself. Okay, like, you guys, talk to me. What's going on in your life? We're here. I'm here to solve your problems and to at least have a dialogue with you. Because this is what Adeptus Monasticus is all about. I am a monastic. I am a man of the gold pill. So as a man of the gold pill, my duty, well, this doesn't have to be your duty if you follow the gold pill, but this is what I've chosen to be my duty, is that I want to herd and shepherd my flock. Okay? Because this is why I call myself Emperor Dion. I have a certain flock that I stick to, and it doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter. Like, as long as you're down with me, then that's all I need out of you. I want to help you. I want to serve you. Just talk to me, okay? And make sure you get the likes up too. I don't mean to ask for likes or be a like whore, but I mean, it does better to get people coming in on the stream. So okay, maybe I get little bit of a dialogue going back and forth. One of the main things that I've noticed with this channel too is that, like, I get certain individuals looking at my channel in particular. I don't know if that's because of the way I speak or because of, like, maybe I'm fucking ugly. Maybe I attract people who want to bully me. I'm gonna let you know right the fuck away. Like, I'm not that kind of person that you can just, think you go bully. You can tell too, I'm not used to talking a lot. So maybe I have a bit of a trouble, talking as much as I should, or talking as much as needs to be on a live stream, especially. But, like, I do try. One thing about me is that I have a lot of determination. I've got a lot of willpower. So, like, out of sheer willpower alone, I'm willing to do things that I wouldn't normally do. If you were to encounter me in person, I know at least a couple of you guys, especially this Pookie that keeps appearing in my comment section. He thinks I'm somebody that he can bully. And I'm just letting you know right the fuck away, man. You're sorely mistaken. Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm not a confrontational person. But there's a certain level of, okay, you're going to get in my way. You're going to impede me. You're going to think you can do this and that. There's a certain level of that to where I'm just going to stop. I'm going to confront you directly. Like a man. And, like, there's going to come a level where if you're either going to back the fuck down or I'm going to punch you in the fucking mouth. And then see if you back down then. If you fight me, well, you better be prepared to deal with the consequences of that, just like anything else. You don't have to project this bad boy fucking cool guy image to actually be a badass, in my opinion. Because humans are fragile. It doesn't take much to kill a person. People need to realize that their own mortality is very much on the line when you fuck with people. It doesn't. A lot of these superficial traits that make you feel like someone's a certain way are bullshit. Like, oh, this person's big and strong. Oh, he's got muscles. Oh, he has a deep voice. Okay, but does that nigga still bleed? Yes, of course he does. So, I mean, it's stupid. It's really stupid. You can't judge a book by its cover. Never, ever judge a book by its cover. Because more often than not, you're going to be wrong. And more often than not, you got people who are trained to be able to pick up on what people are really like. So, and that they even will tell you too, you can't often judge a book by its cover. Hold on, I need to go get a drink. I'll be right back. Oh, fuck, I got so much fucking trash in the truck, dude. Because I don't give a fuck about this job. I really don't. Like, I don't care about taking care of their truck. I don't take it to get washed or nothing like that. I have a ton of junk in here. It's like, bro, I'm going to use your shit. I'm probably going to quit pretty soon, but as of right now, I need to pay down my fucking debt. Hold on. Got me some fucking orange juice back here. I love fucking orange juice. That's my shit. But yeah. Any new comments? God damn. Carola says, but cheaper, ho. I don't know what he was responding to. Guys, talk to me though. Please just talk to me because, I'm here for you. I'm here. This is called the Monastic Mentorship Office. So, whatever your troubles are, whatever's on your mind, just put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. I'll read it. I'll respond to you. We'll go from there. Because this is largely what I even, with my videos especially, like my documentaries. How many of you guys have actually watched my documentaries? Because, like, those are the main videos where it was like, okay, this is what this channel is all about. This is what it's all about, especially my Gold Pill documentary. I love that fucking video. I feel like it should have got more views, because a lot of the stuff I said. Who the fuck is Andrew? CVA TV Bizarre Adventure. Who is Andrew? Tell me, who is Andrew? Who is Andrew? I don't know who these people are. Is he in the black pill space? I don't watch too many black pillars to be honest. Like the people that I watch the Rejected Prince. I watch the Lonely Guy. I watch who else? Base Pluto definitely. Andrew Tate. Oh, like I've definitely heard of that name, but no, I don't watch him. What is he, like a red pill type? If he's like a red pill PUA type, a self improvement type, or this shit, like I think some of you guys might mistake my channel for being about self improvement. It's not. It's not really about self improvement. It's more so about ascension. It's more so about. I mean, it's hard. It's more so about spiritual, mental uplifting, in my opinion. You can take it how you will, but basically, you know the type that I'm talking about, the red pill, PUA, self-improvement, take a shower bro types. I don't watch any channels like that. And I think that's what Andrew Tate is. Yeah, yeah, if that's what he is, then, I don't pay attention to guys like that. Yeah, I don't like these red pill types either, in case you haven't noticed, because a lot of these guys, they have courses, they have, grifts going on, and holy shit. I mean, they're just blatantly here to make money off of you, and that's, I mean, all power to them, but I just think the guys that are in these spaces don't need that kind of help. What they need, actually, is for somebody to just tell them to like, it's not your fault. Like, I think too much of what happens in this community is that people assume that you're so low IQ and you're so stupid, and maybe some of you are, but Vinny, you motherfucker. No, I'm not answering your question. Fucking hell, dude. Good lord. You see this guy? This guy with the Nazi symbols in his name. Yeah, ignore that dude, because he keeps coming on here wanting to talk about snow nationalist shit. And dude, I don't know what you want out of me, like. Fucking hell. What's your problem with European? What do you mean what's my problem with European people? Motherfucker, I was raised by white people, okay? Like, I told you this so many times. I was raised by fucking white people, okay? For the most part, out of high school, I was, definitely. I mean, I don't know what the fuck. Like, you realize how fucking stupid you are to ask me that question? Fuck, dude. Next comment. Just kind of done with the manosphere, really. I've learned everything I need now. It's just recycling information. Hey, you're right, man. You're right. It's all recycled information. It's all been said before. So it's like, what else is there really to say? Men got it fucked up. Okay, we know. We fucking know. Tell me if I'm right, though. Like, I've tried to kind of put out there a message that differs from everything I've heard, at least. Because I've heard most of it too myself. So, like, that's what the gold pill really is at the end of the day. Or at least my version of it. There's other people who try to coin the gold pill too. Like, what's that guy's name? Hold the Truth Hostage. I don't like that guy, by the way, Hold the Truth Hostage, because he came right the fuck away at me and started to try to attack me. I think he was mad because I was coining the gold pill too, and then so he kind of tried to strawman me into like, oh man, you need to do this or that. Oh, you need to get a haircut, and he was very like, this was like, you know how people are passive aggressive, like they'll say some stuff that's not explicitly aggressive, but it's like passively aggressive to you. He was like that with me, and I don't appreciate that shit. I don't like people like that. If you're like that with me, you already made an enemy out of me, so I don't like him. Fuck him. Trying to tell me what the fuck I need to do. Like, I already know what the fuck I need to do, mister. How about you go lose some fucking weight, you fat ass nigga? I mean, but is driving a truck worth it? Depressed Panda? Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, because if you're an incel who doesn't have any skills and you don't know what else to do, and you don't have any friends, you don't have any family that you're explicitly worried about. And this was my situation. Okay, this was my situation. So, in that context, yes, driving a truck is worth it. Because I think it will get you out of that situation at least. If you're smart about it. If you're smart about how you manage your money and how like you also learn other things while you're doing it. Like I got into, I became an investor during the time that I was driving trucks too. I got really heavy into it. So if you got nothing else to do, if you're a hard incel, you got no friends, you got no family you really care about like that, you need some money, okay, driving a truck is worth it in that situation. But if you're a normal guy, if you're a normie, if you got girlfriends, if you got friends and family and this and that, and you can even get a decent job, like in that context, no. Unless you're going to start a business. If you start a business out of trucking, you buy your own truck, you make your own company, and then you put a motherfucker in a truck to drive for you. I think it'd be worth it then. If you're going to be a business owner, it's worth it then too. But trucking is for the people who are at the bottom of the totem pole. There ain't no other way around it. And I know Base Pudo tries to say all the time that, oh, truck driving, if you're low IQ, get in a truck. Well, I don't think he understands the nuances of being a truck driver. Because one of the reasons why being a truck driver is not worth it is because, well, it's very, very, very destructive on your health. Look at my face. Look at my face. You see how I got this cystic acne on my face? I'm 28 years old. Aging has started to kick in on me because of the lifestyle that I live out here, okay? I didn't used to look like this before I started driving trucks. So, it's a very stressful job for one. It's very stressful. It will age you. It will age you. And, it's potentially very dangerous, too. Trucking is potentially very dangerous. You could lose control of the truck coming down a hill. You could wreck into somebody. If you wreck into somebody, you're going to kill them more than likely. You got too much weight behind you. Even when the damn thing's empty, It's very dangerous. It's very stressful. Let's see what else. It's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. The food you usually have access to out here is not very good. So that's also going to, I put on weight. I put on weight since I've been a truck driver. Like, look at my fucking arms, My arms didn't used to be that big. It's because I put on so much weight from truck driving. Even if I show you my stomach, like, look at my fucking stomach, dude. I got a gut going on here now. So, I mean, there's so many aspects to the reason why you don't want to do truck driving, but if you're in a certain situation like I was, then, I think it could be worth it. Okay. That makes sense. Like, you can literally live in a truck full time, especially for an... Yeah, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like I've said this so many times, if you're an incel, and this is why things have worked out so well for me, because truck driving can work out very well for you if you're an incel. If you got no other options, if you got no other paths to take, then absolutely go down to your local truck driving school or sign up for one of these fucking starter companies like CRST, CR England, any of these fucking companies. Go. Get your CDL. Get your ass in the truck. Okay, start playing the industry. Find out what company I need to bounce off of to go and make more money. Once you find a company where you're making decent money at, just live in the truck, save up your money, and like invest. That's all I did. That'll get you really far. And I don't know how much longer this is going to be true, to be honest, because like the wages in truck driving is constantly going down. They don't want to pay motherfuckers out here. Society looks down on truck drivers. They look at you as dirty. They look at you as, oh, you got a big scary truck and you crash into people all the time. Fucking hell. People don't respect truck drivers, so the pay is going down. The only people who are out here really making like a good amount of money, because it's still possible to make a lot of money in this industry, but that's largely true if you find like a really good company, which I'm not in a really good company right now, but they pay me decently enough. I'm not in a really good company now. But if you get on a really good company, or you, let's say, start your own business, you buy a truck, you save up your money, you buy a truck, you get a company started, you put somebody in the truck to try for you, you can make good money there too. If you're really good at managing a business, but then like that, like running a business, you know the problems of running a business. Most businesses fail, and trucking operates the cycle. So you got to know like the industry a little bit to be able to do that. I think I know the industry well enough to where I could start my own trucking business if I wanted to. But trucking is very cyclical. So if you can get in at the right part of the cycle, starting a business, you could do really well for yourself. You could easily become like a millionaire, or a multimillionaire as a truck driver company owner. Okay, or even just owning your own truck and you drive that damn thing yourself, because a lot of people do that. But my answer to that question ultimately is yes and no. Yes and no. If you're in a certain situation, then yes. If you're not, then no, because it's very hard on you mentally. It's very hard on you physically, and long term, it's not gonna be very good for you, especially if you low IQ enough to wreck the truck. If you get in any kind of accident, you're finished. Like, you can go to prison. You can have prison time over accidents in this industry too. So let me see here. Let me read comments. Vanny, go in the fuck on somewhere, man. I'm not gonna respond to you. I'm not gonna respond to you. I like base Puto, but I don't agree with geomaxing. I don't think your situation will be the same, especially as a software. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So, like, my successful women has all been overseas, and like, I know a lot of people, when I told them that, would try to be like, "Oh, well, they're just scamming you, bro. They're just scamming you." Okay, well, like, I've dealt with people online enough for many years, long enough to know basically when somebody's being legit and when somebody's trying to scam you, and I know the difference between what that looks like. Because there's certain things they will and won't do when they're scamming you. So what a woman won't do when they're scamming you is, okay, they're gonna be real flaky about video chatting you. They're gonna be real flaky about like sending you pics. Okay, they're gonna be like, there's certain things they will and won't do. They also especially ain't gonna meet up with you. They're not gonna meet up with you. And okay, let's say that the ones who will meet up with you, okay, they're gonna try to, like, the point about scamming is that you're trying to get money out of somebody. If you're trying to get money out of somebody, time is connected to money. So you don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to scam somebody. So a scammer is gonna, after a certain amount of time, cut you loose and let you go. If they see they're not gonna get something out of you within a certain amount of time. So the longer you deal with somebody like that, the longer, like, the higher the chances they're not scamming you. The higher the chances that they're legit. And also, like I said, a lot of the time, a scammer is not going to agree to meet up with you. And all the girls I've talked to have agreed to meet up with me if I were to show up in their country. And like the last girl I was talking to, there was just a girl in Ghana. So she was really into me, like, in a really bad way. Like, she was to the point where she video chatted me every single day. She was addicted to me, man. Bro, like, there was no question in my mind that she wanted me. Now, as to whether or not she would have been good for me long term, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I cut it off with her. And also because of the fact that I started talking to another girl from Indonesia, which I think would be better for me long term. But, again, a lot of these people, when you talk to girls overseas, they like to say, "Oh, you're being scammed. They're just scamming you, bro." Maybe, but I mean, after a certain amount of time of dealing with somebody, you start to find out that, okay, they are legit. It eventually comes a question of this no longer any question about whether or not they're legit. If you dealt with them for a certain length of time, because a scammer is going to want to try to get the money out of you as soon as possible. Okay, that's how that is. So, as far as the whole geomaxing thing not being legitimate, well, why the fuck not? You're not getting results here in your own country. So why would you stay here and continue to put up with the same thing that you know, it's like going around in a circle over and over and over and over and over. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's what you're doing when you don't geomax. It's not true that everywhere in the world is like this, okay? Because there's certain cultures where, yeah, they may all pay attention to your looks, but okay, maybe they value other things enough to where that'll be enough. Because I think men really do value looks more than women do. In the West, that's been kind of put on its head. But overseas, that might still hold up. Okay? Let me read the comments. Yeah, I'm not going to respond to you JBW guys. Black pill in a Tesla. Why do you have a Tesla, dude? Tesla's a shitty car. Why are you guys attacking him about JBW? Seems a little... Yes, they are insane. These guys are mentally insane. You see what I put up with on this fucking channel? I don't know what it is about me in particular and attracting people who are mentally fucking deranged, but I seem to attract a lot of these guys. Like I got this Vinny Vissy dude. I got, what's that dude? Whites Love My Playlist, a deranged Pookie who keeps popping up my comment section. So live in Dominican Republic and work in the States. I don't want to go to DR. I don't want to go to places like DR. I want to go to fucking Asia, dude. That's where I want to go, because I'm not attracted to any other women than Asian women, you know? Like, I guess I could maybe see myself dating a African woman, because I was dating an African woman before the one I'm talking to now, but, you know, like, I just can't see myself being with any other woman than an Asian woman. I got it that bad for Asian women, man. Like, I just can't get off of that. And I'm not gonna get off of that either, you know? Like, next comment. Yes, I believe in JBW to an extent. There's incels in every race. Yeah, well, here's something that's really damning in favor of JBW, though, is that while there are incels of other races, like, you have to look at it proportionally. So, I've noticed that, like, half of the incel community, or at least a large chunk of it, is ethnic. I think half of the incel community is ethnic. And that doesn't match up with the proportions in real life. Because in Western countries, like, and let's use America for an example. America is like 67% white. But I've looked at statistics for incel forums too. And like in those forums, they'll be 50% white or lower. So it doesn't match up with the statistics of real life. What does that tell you? It tells you that, you know, JBW is real, and inceldom does tend to affect ethnics more than white guys. It truly does. Because I've even noticed with myself, you know, again, there's been several situations in my life, you know, again, because I'm not a Pookie. I'm not a thug. I don't subscribe to the community narrative. So it's like, in my case, there's been so many instances where just being white would have made the difference between success and failure. That's happened so many times in my life. It's happened enough times in my life to where I clearly see, yeah, JBW is very real. It's very real, but it's also not fatalistically so that if you're an ethnic, there's just no recourse for you. Unless of course, you're in a strenuous situation. So, if you're ethnic and short, if you're ethnic and very ugly, if you're ethnic and broke, if you're ethnic and any other thing, you know, I like what Incel TV said about this. He said, is being ethnic is strike one and strike two. So any other strike, you're out. Okay, so the game that you have to play as an ethnic is you have to minimize as much as you can the amount of strikes you have against you. And if you do that, I think you can succeed, but yes, it is definitely harder as an ethnic. My viewers went down. I hope that fucking Vinny Vissy dude ran away with all his accounts. Anti-white YouTube is run by psychopaths. So what the fuck kind of name is that dude? Like, see, this is the kind of mentally deranged shit that I'm talking about on my fucking channel. You know, like, fucking hell. You guys are so outside of reality. Why don't you walk outside for a bit? Hell, you get your CDL, become a truck driver. Drive around the country. Look at what's going on. Because I'll tell you, I drive all over this country, and what I see walking up and down the street, I don't see black men with white women walking down the street. Unless I'm in certain areas. Like, very specific areas I see this. When I drive down the street, I see white men with white women with children. Okay? That's what I see when I actually ride around in America. Okay? I don't know what you guys are so much on the internet to where, I don't know, you don't live in the real world anymore. I'm telling you, I ride around in the real world, and that's what I see. So, because it's us white guys who are struggling, cope. If you're white and you think you're struggling more than an ethnic, you're on some coping ass shit. Because I'm telling you right now, if I was white, you guys would have never known me. I'm just being real there. I'm going to Geomax soon, but Looksmax first. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like, I'm not against Looksmaxing. I'm just against the notion that it's the end-all, be-all. I think you need it all. Anything you can do, do it. You know, absolutely. You need it all. Europeans are an oppressed minority group. Again, more delusion. More delusion. Motherfucker, like, why do you even come here? I can't help guys like you. I can't help stupid, you know? Shit. Thailand would be awesome. How to retire there? You retire by getting some stocks, dude. Get some dividend-paying stocks. Put a lot of money into it. You know, get one that's relatively safe. And you're set. You don't have to come back here. Because they live off of, over there, like, in countries like that, they live off of, like, $300 a month or some shit. You know, I'm making, like, $1,000 a month off of passive income. So, I mean, I've got no problem moving and just staying there indefinitely. As a matter of fact, like, I could be doing that right now, but for one reason or another, I haven't moved yet. But I'm trying to move before the end of this year. Or at least have it in the back to where it's like a sure thing with the girl I'm talking to now. I'm going to at least get a kid out of her. I'm going to at least get a kid. Because if you guys watched like a video of mine where I said, if you're anti-natalist, you're basically worthless trash. Okay, you guys know my opinion on anti-natalism and natalism and shit. I'm very, very pro-natalist. So, like, my goal in life is to have children. And I'm at least going to get children out of the one I'm talking to now. Bare minimum. If not, marry her. But, I mean, like, once you have children, like, what am I going to be in the incel community for then? You don't see people in this community who have children. Generally not. I've never seen it at least. So, I mean, that's problem solved right now. No matter what people say or do to me going forward after that, it's like, bro, I procreated. Fuck off. I don't care anymore. You know, I think that'll be a solution for me at least. I can't speak for you, though. Black Pill of the Tesla says, the only thing I don't like about Asian women is that they have no ass. If they had an ass, they would be my number one. Well, I mean, to each their own. I mean, I don't like women with big asses myself. I don't like women with big asses. I think that's just disgusting. I think if a woman has a big ass, a big titties and shit like that, I think they're just fat, honestly. Like, with women, their fat collects on their tits and it collects on their ass first. So, if they got big titties and big asses, I think that's just fat. I don't think that's attractive. I mean, sure, I'll look at it. I'll look at it for the same reason you might look at a carnival attraction. But I don't like women with big asses, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm into Asian women, you know? Like, I just like that skinny, you know, girlish looking pretty face type of woman. That's what I'm into, and like, Asian women have that the most out of anybody, so. Vinny Vitty Vissy says, the majority of these incel forms are fit. Motherfucker, I just said that, you dumbass. I just said that. Fucking hell. Listen to what I'm saying, Vinny Vitty Vissy. Fucking hell. This is why you're so fucking stupid. What I said was, proportionally speaking, it doesn't match up to the real world statistics. White people are like 67% of America. but they make up only 50% of the incel community, meaning that inceldom does measurably affect ethnics more than it does affect white guys. That's a fact. Come on, man. I mean, that's basic fucking math. Fucking listen to what I'm saying, you dumbass. Mole in a hole says, how does white male, white female equal JBW? It doesn't. I don't know what you're talking about. What's your IQ? I don't know what my fucking IQ is. I would imagine it's not very high, though. And one thing about me is that I don't really... Hold on, guys. I gotta fucking... answer the door.
Alright, buddy. Your button. I'm gonna sign right here for me. Right there. Just the initials right there. Alright, bro. Take care.
Alright, guys. I just got unloaded at this place. I'm gonna have to wrap the live stream up like really soon here because I gotta fucking get moving again. I gotta go pick up my next load. Nice chat. I might do this again more often in the future because I kind of enjoyed this. And that'll be all for now. Hold on, let me respond to some comments first before I go, though. Depressed Panda says, where would you go? I mean, honestly, anywhere in the world. I think I'm over the States. I'm one half black. You're one half black, then you're already one half into the door, dude. Like, you can go anywhere. Mole in the Hole says, any person can do well in Thailand if they've got money in their pocket. Maybe, I mean, but I don't want prostitutes. I want a girlfriend. Depressed Panda says, it's hard leaving the States. I think it's a psychological thing. It's not so hard to leave the States when the pain of you staying outweighs the pain of you changing your surroundings. And I admit it is scary too, but come on. The pain I have experienced here outweighs the fear I have about moving somewhere. Molinaho says white men struggle the most in the USA, black men almost just as much. Molinaho says Asian males are doing the best. Yeah, I definitely see that. Nuclear Redfield's N-word says, tell your homies to fix Detroit. They ain't my fucking homies, you motherfucker. Kiss my ass, go die in a hole. You racist motherfucker. Black Pill to Tesla says, it's not hard to leave the States. All you need is your passport. Yeah, but be careful though, because like I heard they were having issues, getting passports out to people these days. Okay, I'm not going to respond to that fucking dude. Yeah, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my next load. I will see you guys later. Stay safe, stay black pill, stay based, and reach the gold pill. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.